Welcome back to Her Path to Profit, the show where we help business owners like you make smarter financial decisions and run stronger, more profitable companies. I'm Jennifer Engle, your host and CFO guide, and today we're going beyond the profit and loss statement because while your P&L or profit and loss tells you if you're making money, it doesn't always tell you if your business is actually healthy. In fact, some of the most profitable businesses on paper have ended up in financial trouble because they didn't look deeper. So in this episode, we're going to break down 3 financial reports that will completely change how you run your business. Cash flow forecast, accounts receivable and accounts payable aging reports, and margins by service line. When you understand these reports, you'll not only make better decisions, you'll see your business in a whole new light. So let's start with the cash flow forecast because this is the single most overlooked report among business owners. Most people assume if my business is profitable, my cash will take care of itself. This could not be further from the truth. Profit, it's what you earn, and cash is what you keep, and they do not always line up. A cash flow forecast is going to give you that roadmap. It shows when cash is coming in and when it's going out so that you can anticipate shortages before they happen and plan for growth when you have a surplus. So hypothetical example, imagine you're a business owner and we're going to call him Jim. Jim owns a construction company that looks highly profitable on the P&L, but when he reviews his cash flow forecast, he sees that large customer payments don't arrive until 60 to 90 days until after a job has been billed. Meanwhile, he's got payroll and supplier payments that he's paying every 2 weeks. So without planning ahead, Jim risks running out of cash, even though his business is profitable on paper. But because he had a cash flow forecast, Jim was able to arrange a line of credit before the crunch hit. And he was able to negotiate milestone payments with his customers to help smooth out those cash inflows to help cover the cash outflows. So that single report saved him from what could have been a very costly surprise. And this is why cash flow forecasting matters. It helps protect your business and your balance sheet and helps you build confidence in your financial decisions. We really want to make sure that you don't run out of money, and always remember cash is king. The second report is one you may have heard of but probably don't use it to its fullest potential, and that's the AR and AP aging reports. So AR, or accounts receivable, shows who owes you money and how long they've owed it to you, versus accounts payable, or AP, shows you who you owe and when those payments are due. The aging report is going to help organize these balances into buckets for you, which is going to be current, 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days overdue. And it really gives you a clear picture of how your cash is coming in and how it's going out in real time, and to just help you know which customers are paying you timely and which ones aren't. An hypothetical example here is, let's say that Maria, she owns a small marketing agency. On her P&L, revenue looks really strong, but her AR aging report reveals that 2 of her biggest clients are consistently paying 60 plus days late. That delay in cash collection means that Maria struggles to pay her vendors on time, which also shows up in her AP aging report. So by putting both of these reports side by side, Maria is able to spot the bottleneck. She needs a stronger collections process. So in order to do that, she starts to implement late payment penalties, and she helps incentivize early payments by offering discounts, which helps stabilize her cash flow. Without this aging report, she may have thought that she just needed more sales, when in reality, she just needed to collect faster on the sales that she had already had. So very important to really track how many days does it take you to collect the cash after you bill it, and how quickly are you paying your bills, because we really need to see that whole cash cycle and make sure that your cash flow needs are being met. And this is really the power of aging reports and what they can do for you. They help uncover the real timing issues in your cash cycle and help you to shorten that cash cycle when possible. And then the third report I want to highlight is margins by service line, or if you're in a product business, margins by product line. Most business owners, they look at overall profitability, but that doesn't tell you where the profit is actually coming from. Some services or products may be carrying the entire business while others are draining resources. So hypothetical example, take John. He owns a consulting firm that offers 3 services: strategic consulting, implementation support, and ongoing advisory. When John reviews margins by service line, he realizes his strategy consulting services have the highest revenue, but they also carry the highest costs, meaning that the margin on that service is razor thin. Meanwhile, his ongoing advisory services, though smaller in revenue, produce much higher margins and they produce repeat business. So armed with this data, John shifts his focus. He starts marketing his advisory services way more aggressively and restructures his pricing on strategy projects. And within a year, his profits improve dramatically, not because he grew his revenue, but just because he focused on the right revenue. So margins by service line really can help you make those smart strategic decisions. You really want to make sure you're focusing on your high margin work when you can and not so much on that low margin work. Now let's take a step back. Why do these three reports matter? Because together they give you visibility into your business. They give you visibility into cash timing, which is your cash flow forecast, cash management, which is your AR and AP aging reports, and profitability by focus area, which is the margins by service line. Your P&L, it is really an important report, but it's just the starting point. These reports help you dive deeper into your business and help you understand it a lot better, showing you not just if you're making money, but how, when, and where you're making money. It's also going to help make sure that you're keeping cash in your bank account so that you can actually reach the goals that you have for your business. And when you understand that, you can really lead your business with clarity and with confidence. So here are a few key takeaways from today. A cash flow forecast keeps you from being blindsided by timing differences between profit and cash. And AR and AP aging reports, they show you the truth about collections and payments so that you can help manage your cash a lot more effectively. And then margins by service line, they help you to prioritize the services or products that are really driving your bottom line. If you only look at your P&L, you're missing the bigger picture. These three reports give you the insights that you need to make smarter decisions, grow sustainably, and protect your business from financial surprises. If you want help implementing any of these reports, or if you just want a CFO perspective on how to use them in your business, book an introductory call with us. We would love to talk through how these insights can transform the way that you run your company. Thanks for tuning in to HerPath to Profit. If you found today's episode valuable, please make sure to subscribe and share with another business owner. And remember to join me next time for more ways to put your numbers to work for you.